We are Team 16460 GEarheads. We are so happy to present to you our accomplishments and learnings this year. We are a predominantly middle school team in our only second season. So we invested this year in learning and enriching our skills in every facet of the engineering process, from design, CAD, 3D printing, learning Java, and subsystem-based design.
In our autonomous period for our game strategy, we created a library using 12 separate autonomous missions in order to work with different alliance partners. Our autonomous capabilities focus on ring detection using OpenCV, navigation using Roadrunner, and library-based odometry. We also utilized our automatic 3-ring shooter in order to make it as efficient as possible. In our autonomous, we can accomplish all of the tasks, which include ring detection, the wobble goal drop, shooting high goals, along with parking. And we can do this reliably with every single alliance partner. At our last qualifier, we averaged 57.44 points for our autonomous scores. In the Teleup period, we utilize a fast intake and a reliable shooting from a variety of angles in order to score as many points as possible. Additionally, our abilities to do power goals, along with wobble goals, and even shoot more rings at the endgame makes us a good alliance partner.
Our robot can perform a ton of operational functions that enable it to do everything that it needs to do in the robot game. Our robot's intake system collects the rings extremely quickly. First, when the ring makes contact with the intake, it will touch a shaft with 4 compliant wheels and 3 of our custom whisker wheels. This will push the ring up our aluminum ramp. Then it will meet a similar shaft that will give the ring an extra push into the shooter magazine. Our 3D printed flipper will then whack the ring into the actual shooter system. The shooter system is run by 2 1-to-1 gear ratio motors, and the motors will shoot the rings extremely quickly into the high goals. Our robot also has a drivetrain with 4 mechanism wheels that are run by 4 20-to-1 gear ratio motors. Our robot also has 2 ways to grab and move the wobble goals, both in autonomous and the endgame periods. These systems enable us to push the goals and drop it over the wall in the endgame period, which gets us even more points.
Learning from our lessons from our first season last year, we followed a systematic software development process this year. We defined all the Teleup use cases and the core autonomous missions. We also built a library for our robot action parts using independent subsystem design for our drivetrain, shooter, intake system, camera system, and while using an API-based design. We then composed different Teleup and autonomous missions by integrating and testing different robot action parts, subsystems to achieve and complete missions this year.
Our outreach has grown a lot from last year. The pandemic has made it harder to reach out as much as we wanted to, but we still did our best to reach out to others and spread the values of FIRST. Along with our YouTube and Instagram, our outreach includes helping mentor a rookie team in Milwaukee, 13828 Bite Me, and 18094 basis batteries not included in Texas. These teams don't have as many resources as we did, and we shared materials, mechanical, and programming skills, and organization ideas. We're also in the process of creating videos on an app called Skillshare. These are simple videos about basic mechanical software tips. For example, we posted a video all about our odometry system, hoping that it could help other teams maximize their game. We have also reached out to multiple professionals in the STEM field. We have also reached out to many local companies in the STEM field. As an example, we have reached out to a local company that does laser cutting and water jet cutting. We told them about FTC and they actually laser cut our aluminum side plates to use on our bot. We're also creating a presentation for a conference at GE about mentoring FTC teams. Even with the pandemic, we were able to grow in our outreach, which is a big step from last year.
Our Teleup code this year uses an API-based robot subsystems. We use 2 gamepad controllers to control our robot. The first one is used for drive control and intake, and the second one is used for shooting and wobble arms. We are really proud of our sophisticated field of view code, FOV, Teleup control code we added this year. This works independent of which way the driver is facing the field. The robot location is made available to Teleup missions from autonomous missions, which allows us to add sophisticated automation of actions even in Teleup. One example of this is going to a specific shooting position or automatically shooting power goals.
Odometry was a very vital addition to our team and our robot this year. It allows us to do all our measurements with utmost precision. We used Team Primitive Data's open odometry design, 3D printed the pods, and then changed the dimensions of the design to fit our Actobotics channels. We also then customized the design furthermore to make it our own. We made 3 of these odometry pods and attached them along the sides of the robot, 2 of them horizontally and 1 of them vertically. This allows us to get readings on both the X and Y axis. The pods themselves are made of a 3D printed case with an encoder and an omni wheel in the center. After we attach the pods to the bottom of the robot, we spring them on a standoff so that the wheels would maintain constant contact with the field and the mats.
We have also learned many different things in all aspects of FTC and FIRST in order to portray this in the rest of our lives.
We also have learned how to make an efficient robot quickly and improving both our software and mechanical skills along the way.
Not only have we done a lot of work on the robot, we are also very proud of being able to help our other rookie FTC teams progress throughout the season.
We are very proud that we qualified for the state tournament and also once held the top score in all of Wisconsin with a score of 316.
Even in spite of a global pandemic, we made the most out of our situation this year and tried to have fun in everything we did.
To summarize, we are especially proud of what we have accomplished this season, especially as a second-year FTC team with 95% middle schoolers.
Thank you for watching from Team 16460, the Gearheads.